I've been put up to a cruel joke.
Oh no, I have a feeling we're gonna run all over the freaking creation for this one. Gandalf! Oh, this is gonna take a while. Alright, well. First of all, I see the one that we have to set off fireworks here. So let's go take a look at the full list. Set off fireworks here, scold Barley, complete the skirmish, talk with Radagast and Agamar, not in Oscar Ruth, do the Wizard's Vale session play, meditate at Holland Gate before Moria, gather remembrances inside Moria, find Gandalf the White and Fangor. That one is always the hardest one for me. Pat Shadowfax in the High Stables and Minas Tirith. Well, we'll do that one last because I like Shadowfax. So let's go find some fireworks to do over here. Set off fireworks by the party tree. Well, maybe I can just set up some of my own fireworks. I do have fireworks of my own. That did not count. I have a feeling there's actual, this one, yes. Remember in the wedding event? That was the funniest thing. We had to backtrack 5 rows to fix late night stitching. Whoopsie doodles. What happens? Okay, so we're going to the Prancing Pony next. Or I can complete the Fort de Bruin and Skirmish. Now, the fun thing about this skirmish is you can just do that at level 50 and not give a shit about it. Alright. Ford a Bruin in. Make it level 50 just to get done with it more quickly. And off we go.
The forces of the enemy have marched up to the bank of the Bruinen and await the sign to attack. Dark clouds roll in as a great storm approaches. If the ford falls, Rivendell shall not be far behind it. The battle is nearly upon you.
And honestly, it doesn't matter if I have the Bog Lurker out, because I will kill things before. But I can just basically tag something and tell it to nuke them, and it'll be fine. Let's meet them in the middle. Here we got Ningrot. I like how they look when they drop down into the area. You just had to chase your dog a quarter mile down the road? Oh no! Well, I'm glad you got her back safely. How you doing otherwise? Hope everything is going okie dokie. Ooh, we found her in somebody else's yard. Well, hopefully it all turns out well. I wasn't even paying attention to Durkoof. Your well pump is busted and the tank too. You have to replace both. Ugh, that is hard. Yeah, I had to deal with a living in an apartment building where the landlord didn't pay the water bill to the tune of $5,000, and so the water company said, "Yep, if you guys don't pay the $5,000, then we're gonna shut your water off." And so they shut the water off because we tenants were not responsible for the utilities. It was actually part of our rent that we were already paying, so we weren't going to pay them again. And so they shut off the water. And thankfully, less than a month later of having to deal with having no water in my apartment, I managed to close on this house. And so you're wondering, why is this so easy? It's literally because I'm doing this on level 50, because I'm only doing this to complete it. This is the anniversary scavenger hunt. You don't need to complete it on level. Give me one more giant so I can complete that quest. That would be amazing. An echo of death. Yay, the battle is shifting in our favor. We still have one more to do over there. I probably would take the bill from $1,000 to well over $5. What is that hard as long as you have the tools, basic plumbing, and Google. Yep, I've been doing some repair on my air conditioning thanks to Google. Or actually, in this case, YouTube. This must be the last. Are you so sure? Here's the last giant for the quest. There we go. Completed that one. That was nice. Of course, you can't hit Daybreaker. Until you get a shield down. Oh yeah, they're blaming Neil Gaiman for Rings of Power, and he had absolutely nothing to do with it. Lucky Strike. Yeah, so we'll not lose you now. The elf boys took care of your sorry ass, didn't they? We did it! Oh, yeah, my furnace dying. It's still working very well. You know what's really funny, Kevin? There is some shitlord on the Lotro forums who likes to call me a grifter because I was begging for money for the furnace, when in fact I didn't even start that campaign. MVP did. This is, of course, before he got hired by Standing Stone. But yeah, MVP started that happiness. It's the last real money I ever got out of my dad before he passed away. 'Cause I didn't get nothing for an inheritance. 0. Your favorite person is here, Kevin. Okay, so we're back here, because that's where we were before. Gotta go to the Pony, Agamar, Chronicle events back in Rivendell, Hollingate. Let's go to the Prancing Pony first. Let's go to the Pony. Why am I melting up for that? I'm just gonna use my Stable Master, because I'm right there. He basically, I think he wants to be fed again. I mean, begging for money from friends, if you ask for help and they're able to help, cool, that's nobody's business. But in this particular case, I didn't ask anybody for help. What actually wound up happening is that I woke up one morning and it was $900 into the fundraiser. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell just happened here? And it was basically something that MVP had taken upon himself to do. Okay, so we got to scold barley. Okay. All right, we have scolded. Who all is here? I see like a lot of people. See some folks from the LMB. I see Miazine. Who else is here? See some other folks dancing around. Okay, let's go and get back to what we're doing. We need to go to Oscar Ruth for our next thing. But you need to talk to the Radagast who's in Agamar, not the one in Oscar Ruth. As a what? Oh. Oh, it's Almaria. From this card kinship. No, I don't think they're actually on Laurelin. I think it's not the person that you're thinking of, I don't think. But I did actually see the person that we've discussed many times yesterday during... Did I just get run past by a chicken? I think I did. On the Laurelin leg of Cordoban's adventures.
What can I do for you?
And as you can expect, he was a bit of a shitlord. But let's not talk about that unhappy person. You know, they're a horrible person, and we all know it. So let's talk about happy people, like how cool MVP is, how cool Kevin is, how cool Monoflair is, how cool Big Door is, how cool Gorwender is, how horrible I am for eating with my mouth full, or talking with my mouth full. It makes you want to add fertilizer for free. Is that a poop joke? Because honestly, it's so bizarre to me that we've known each other for so damn long. And my friends Kat and Andy from I didn't go to college with. They weren't at Penn State with us, but I still actually Kat and Andy were. Andy was hanging out in chat a few weeks ago. And God, I mean, if you know my private email address, then you know my email address is on their actual server. Wait a minute, we missed our turn. Who else did I just recently talk to? I hadn't talked to in quite some time that I've known equally long. Maybe it was because Andy showed up in chat. And this Andy is not your... Actually, this is funny. Monoflair, I have another friend named Andy Wilson. He's in the kinship, but he's not the Andy Wilson that you and I know. Not Alice's brother. Then again, I know two dudes named Brian Sullivan. One of them is married to the lady who used to run Pernmush. Is still Amberl's husband. Right, Amberl? Yeah, Amberl, not Amber. Amberl.
Greetings, friend of the wild.
Wait, I've got a Lore Master quest?
I have a task for you.
I'm gonna pick up this quest so I remember to go do it later. I want to be friend of Hare's. Or being disciplined. You have a friend named Mary, whatever, who's not the aunt of the same... Speaking of people who are friends who are aunts, apparently one of my longtime mushing friends from the Harry Potter mushing days, so that would have been 20 years ago, her aunt is Nora Roberts. Why did I just hit that button? I said I wasn't going to be doing this quest. What am I doing? I'm doing this quest. Bringing Radagast their friend. Oh, okay. Do I have to kill things on the way? This hair is faster than Sarah Oakhart. Just saying. Good night, Master Vethlo! Well, doesn't look like anything's attacking this poor distressed hair. I'm almost done with my apple. Why are you meowing at me?
You have returned, I see. I have a tale to tell you.
We'll go back and do those later. Okie dokie. This one we're gonna stable from Oscar Ruth over to Rivendell, do the Wizard's Veil. No shade to McCoy, but you prefer dignified Lothar Razagath? Or Razagath? Jesus. World of Warcraft ref. I love Sylvester McCoy. I hated his Radagast so fucking much. Hated it totally. Hated it. Fifi, why are you meowing at me? Why are you meowing? Why are you meowing? Mm-hmm. Radagast horse.
Greetings.
Greetings. Okay, let's go to... Well, actually, we'll go this way. I think after this one, I am going to take a break and, you know, do the stretchy thing. Go use the restroom, feed the cat because he is meowing at me. And then we'll come back for our final stretch, as it were. And I'll scoop the litter box out, which is probably something else he wants me to do. Once we get year 9 done in the can. Alright. Let's do this one. The Infinity Superior McCallum McCoy pairing was King Lear and the Fool. I would agree with that. Ba-ba-da! We are $20 from our next points giveaway. And I just got an email like 45 minutes ago promoting the Lotro anniversary. I'm like, I'm slightly aware of that, Lotro. Just a smidgen.
I was the steward of Saruman's household and ran his affairs from day to day. I was
Wait,
accorded
Saruman had
high
affairs?
honor,
What the fuck?
and would still, were it not for Grima, the worm tongue.
Notice how Grima just like walks. It's so bizarre. I don't know why it thinks my bags are so full. Because it keeps throwing this letter in there. I'm like, what are you doing, game? I didn't know Session Play had a deed log. Well, there it is. What the hell? Apparently Session Play has a deed log. There's so much that I wish they would do with the deed log. Maybe they'll do it, I don't know. It'd be nice. The 9-9 what? Aka, you're an idiot. I'm just saying, you're a fool. Yes, my lord. Yeah, I'm getting up in your personal space. Makes me sad that you can actually look and see what this place used to be like back in the day before before. See, that's really the thing. A scenario might do something like that. Put something new. By the way, you can use his Seeds of Doubt. You can confuse the horse. Gandalf's horse is very confused right now. So the weird thing is that Grima took care of Gandalf's horse and didn't do anything nefarious to, or just simply neglect it. Oof. Akka's not being very nice, is he? See how pretty it is? Very sad. Dun dun dun. You're gonna give him some extra bread. There's no need to tell Saruman. You know I'm gonna tell Saruman. I'm an evil person. Because I'm Grima Wormtongue. And you can get a good look at what Isengard looks like down below while they're chatting over there. How nice it looks. In Notre Dame Cathedral? Rings a bell, does it? He has left the path of wisdom. So he put all of his points into charisma, did he? Because wisdom was definitely, yeah, it was a dump stat. Forging his own, well, interestingly enough, Lotro followed that storyline. Grima was a liar. No shit, Sherlock. Of course Grima was a liar. Meow. Dave, you sound so piteous, and I know you're not starving to death. You've already had 2 whole cans of cat food today. This is like one of my favorite scenes of Saruman that you can get, is when you do this instance. So, yeah, Grima himself got blamed for the simple fact that Grima didn't stop Akka from doing something nice. Because Grima took no action other than to whisper about it. Game. Thank you. Meow. Meow. Oh, you are a butthead. He's a butthead. Yes, you are. Bearing in mind the game has been running for 9 hours continuously, so it's kind of churning. It's having a few problems right now. Yeah, it's running over 4 gigs of RAM. Okay, we did it. Okay, so I kind of want to actually take a quick break right in the middle right now. And that way I can go feed Thief Kitty. So I'm going to actually do that real quick. I'm going to take a 5-10 minute break. I'll be right back. And then we'll finish year 9 and complete years 10 and 11. And then we will call it a night and I'll get ice cream. Pardon me. Put my headphones back on. Oh, Travi gave me a shout out 3 hours ago. I didn't even see. Oh, that's a new thing in the activity feed. They'll let you give a shout out. Nice. Oh, Cozy's been here. Alright, let's get back to our shenanigans. However, I'm going to take my time a little bit here. I also decided, actually my stomach decided I should actually eat something, like proper like. So I have a bowl of soup. A bowl of soup. I mean, these beef sticks are amazing. But needed something full and proper in my belly. Okay. We are going to the Haleen Gate. Ooh, Golden Grams and multigrain Cheerios mixed with lactate milk. Still yummy. Hell yeah. Soup is good. Yeah, this is beef barley. It's very tasty. And this will be a good thing to do whilst I'm bestowed. Oh. Whilst I am running around in the Middle Earth. So we're going to the 21st Hall. No, actually we're going to Ekad Dunan. I'm just going to go to Ekad Dunan and just ride in. Rabbit! Squirrel! And I'm enough half ambidextrous that I can eat with my left hand. Whether or not I spill something on my shirt is another question entirely. I'm going to have in front. Yeah. Imagine if they made it so regular mounts could ride as fast as war steeds, only without the slowing down and turning issues that war steeds have. Imagine a goat with war steed speed in Moria. Imagine that, if you will. Alright. Let me double check something real quick. Our tally is still the 280. Still, that's over halfway to our goal, which is basically, that's better than I thought we do, because it is being, you know, we didn't have a huge fanfare. I didn't, like, promote it weeks in, weeks out, and whatever. We have done well. I'm very proud of you all. I'm very grateful to you all for being here all day long. Or for those who have been dipping in and dipping out as their needs and interest wax and wane like the moon itself. How many people have run up the stairs and just swum across the thing? I've done it before. This is so good. Oh, this wasn't the right spot. Get a little bit closer. Listen for the click. Right there. There we go. Do I have a better goat? Why did it go to the Moria Sentinel? I don't know. I think the barding on this one matches my character better, so I'll go with that. So, Professor Corey has recently started coming through this area. And we showed him the Great Geode on a recent stream. Was it last week? Might have been. Earlier. It was definitely... Yeah, it was last week. And he didn't realize there was a map on the back of it. The good news is you're not locked into 2 good professions and 1 bad one anymore. We need to go to Zirak Zigil. So we're going this way. Remember once upon a time, Corey told me you couldn't jump across this thing? And it might have been true once upon a time, but it ain't true now. Yoink! If I wasn't already fully gilded, I would probably switch up some of my professions. But at this point, there's no real point doing it. Well, you think about it, the Time Lords were kind of a bit, quite frankly, they were dicks. So having a radio-free Gallifrey would have been the resistance to the Lord President. You think about it. But what it is a reference to is an old radio show that I used to do. And I used to call it Radio Free Gallifrey. Back when I was a DJ. Well, not as a professional, but I used to stream on an internet radio station. Anywho, we are here raising funds for Extra Life, the children's charity. We're $20 away from unlocking another Lojo Points giveaway. $20. We can do that in 4 people doing 5, 2 people doing 10, mix and match however you like. If that is something you are able to sort and are willing to, and that's okay. And otherwise, you know, if all you can do is retweet the tweets or repost the whatever the blue sky version is, then do that. Oh my god, it's so dark here! Ah! Dread 5. Alright, if I recall correctly, there's only one of them here. And this is not the way to get back to where we were going. Well, we're gonna go in this way anyway. Except I cannot, because I have not done the requisite quest. Oh no, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go back up that hill. And I'm gonna be unwise and ride a war steed. Thanks, Elda. Elda is awesome. Elda's the only person that I actually know who has their name in the game. Someone who I've met. Though, to be fair, the 2 Eldas and Rohan, I think they're the same person, question mark? Or they might be 2 separate people, but they are definitely not you. So you get Busso and PJ. Hell yeah. Appreciate that. Hey, it's the person from the Prince and Cody podcast. Oh, is the rare up? There is a rare that likes to wander around here occasionally. That you can kick their butt and take their loot. But I don't see them wandering around. Hey! I did a deed accidentally. That's always fun, right? Stay comfy, we're gonna ride around Moria for a while. When you do them accidentally, it's usually a mess. Yeah, like blind leaper. I think I already did all the Moria mirror quests on my main. My Moria mirror quest on my main. And Moria. So we're gonna go to the bridge of Khazad-dûm. And the way I'm gonna do that one is I'm actually gonna take the stable master. I'm gonna take the stable master to the first hall and ride back. Because once I get the east side remembrance, I want to get the west side remembrance and then ride down into the shadow. Or else I could do the near one, the west side one, and then ride around to the east side one, and then take the swift travel to the Shadowed Refuge. And then we're gonna have another long ass ride through Moria, through the Foundations of Stone. Hall guard. It feels like a hall pass. Or, you know what I could do? Hold up, I had a thought.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Yeah, that ain't happening anytime soon. Let's go to the Shadow Refuge and do the ones in the Hall of Foundations of Stone first. The thing about the endless stair is somebody had to build it. Somebody had to have built it. So when you think about how many lives of dwarves it took to build it. Modizlair has got to go to bed. Go to bed. Go. Go to your room. I'm very, very cross. It's good having you here, though, my old friend. We'll see you at the next stream or the stream after that, or whatever. I'm sure we'll see you at Scenario's casual stroll on Wednesday. It's time to go play in the Jello. Let's go play in the Jello. Wait, that does not look like the green Kool-Aid. Did they tone it down to make it a little bit brown? Tone it down to make it brown? Because it's supposed to be like lime green Jello. It does not look quite as lime green as it used to. Okay, now it's starting to look a bit lime green to me, but it doesn't look quite as vividly lime green. But I am noticing the new water tech causing the ripples, which is nice. Well, your feet will typically hurt when you're on them a lot. What's that message there? Un momento, por favor. So yeah, I think probably the ripple effects from the new water tech is kind of why it doesn't look quite as brilliantly lime green. This soup is really good, chat. Imagine going trick-or-treating in a place like this. For Halloween. This is Halloween. Whee! Yep. Are we there yet? Finally, we're there. Alright, so this one, we're gonna cheat. You think, well, why don't I just run, you know, go over there and take the goat back up to the thing? You know, that would make sense. Jump off, swim across, and do that. Screw that noise. We're gonna take the far-reaching Stablemaster Express. Well, it is the Endless Stair.
How can I be of service?
21st hall, please. And then we can do the first hall.
These halls will be great once more.
And again, in order to go to Inner Carascalathon, I still have to do that quest. First hall, please. And tomorrow, I'm going to work. And after I'm done working, well, actually, probably on my lunch break tomorrow, assuming it doesn't rain, I will mow part of my lawn. Because the front part of my lawn needs a little bit of mowing. You shall not pass! You shall not get that, and you should not click on that. It's a little bit of a drop down here. I see what you did there, Galbus. Dun 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 dun. For those who don't know, Galbus is quoting a British TV show. Called Are You Being Served? In America. Wasn't it called Grace and Favor in the UK? Or was that a different show that was called Grace and Favor? In UK, we called it something else here. At least, I think that's the reference you're making right now. Because now I got the theme song stuck in my head, you son of a biscuit. Grace and Fever was the sequel. Gotcha. But one of the funnest facts of Are You Being Served is John Inman. Well, he was a fun fact in and of himself, but I had the good fortune to meet him once. When I was studying abroad in the UK, back in the 90s, this was the time that I was went to Manchester for January through the end of April that year. Hey, I did the thing. Again, accidentally completing yet another deed. And because it was January, there was still pantomime going on. Okay? And now we can boot out of here too. We need to go to Metaseld. That's close by. And the panto that I got to see was Mother Goose. And it was John Inman in a starring role as Mother Goose. And I had the good fortune to meet him after the show at the stage door, and he was very nice and very sweet, and very much as you would expect John Inman to be in public. And he was a sweetheart. The other amazingly famous, even more famous British actor that I got to meet
What can I do for you?
played the Cowardly Lion in a production of Wizard of Oz, where the lead actress playing Dorothy sounded like she was from Kansas via Texas. So she sounded so country, like, you know, almost like not even quite a southern bless your heart kind of thing, but seriously sounded like she was from Texas and nowhere near Kansas. One of my longtime friends that I used to play Harry Potter mushes with, back before Harry Potter was no longer considered cool, or rather, the author of Harry Potter is a complete horrible person, but never mind. Anyhow, said person who lives in Kansas sounds absolutely nothing like this actress sounded like playing Dorothy. But the Cowardly Lion, I don't remember who else was in the cast, other than that I found out after the fact that the Wicked Witch of the West was played by the wife of the actor who was the Cowardly Lion. And she was amazing in the role, as you would expect. And her husband, who played the Cowardly Lion, was perhaps the loudest person in all of the UK. And he too acted in public as you would fully expect him to act in public. I don't know why I'm getting the riding on wood sounds when I'm riding on flagstones, but okay, I'll run with it. And the wonderful person who made an amazing Cowardly Lion was none other than Brian Blessed. Nope, not here. Wait for the click. No? No? Oh, there we go. Oh, horn. I got a bit of a long ride ahead of us right now. I've had really good fortune. When did I go to the... Oh, I didn't go to get the bridge shard. Well, I'm not going to do that right now. Because that's part of the epic story. Alright. Oh, 5 glitter points. Elda's back! Did you bring us donuts? Had to make sure you're thinking of the right person for what? Ian McKellen or Brian Blessed? One of the other awesomely fortunate, or one of the people that makes me feel fortunate that I had the chance to go to England for these. I did 2 study abroads in the UK. One is I spent a month in June that year. Based out of London and watching a lot of plays, because that's what the whole point of that particular study abroad was, is theater. The second one was more dedicated to architecture. It was called Arts and Architecture. And there were some plays, but it was mainly about other things. Alright, we need to go to Fangorn, which means I think we need to go to Woodhurst.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Going to Woodhurst. Brian Blessed. Oh, his wife passed away last year? That's unfortunate. That's very sad. Because she was amazing as the Wicked Witch of the West. She was so good at it. Well, he's not exactly he wasn't a young fellow when I met him, and that was 30 freaking years ago. Okay, Woodhurst. We're going to find Gandalf the White and Fangorn, and I always have a problem finding him. And so I'm actually going to look this one up. And I want to give a shout out to the Lotra Wiki crew. Not just because Elda, one of the directors of said Wiki crew, is here. Hi, Elda. But because they always try to be on top of things. And year 9. Okay, on the eaves of Fangorn. So this is I need to be in the eaves of Fangorn. I think that's always been my problem, is I've always been in the wrong area. Okay, so in order to get to the eaves of Fangorn, let's go to the Stable Master. I think I need to go to Eoworth.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
None of these places are Eoworth. Okay, so we need to get to Eoworth, or Thornhope would be better. But I need to get to Snowbourne, but I can get to Snowbourne from Edoras, or I can just go to my house. I think we'll just go back to Edoras. Sorry, Stable Master.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Well, you've got traitors in your town, so you gotta worry about that shit first.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
You can't get to Snowbourne from here? What the hell? This soup is really good even when it's pretty much room temperature now. Every time I pass by a Leia Flawed, I never want to do that quest.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
We'll just go to Snowbourne. And we'll go to Eoworth from there. I'm trying to remember if I unlock the Eoworth Stable Master. We're not going to go fish in the middle of Snowbourne again. Thief, don't you dare howl at me. I filled up your food dish. There was no... Okay. I really hate the Stable Master ride into Snowbourne because you ride through the entire freaking town. Hi, Kit.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Okay. How can I get to Inner Carouselathon from here just fine? Without having done the quest. But I can't get there from the middle of the 21st Hall. I don't understand this. Can I go to Thornhope from here? No. Let's just go to Eoworth and go up to Thornhope from there. I touched his ear and made him meow. You may not have my suit. Well, the problem is, the quest tells you that you go find Gandalf in Fangorn. So everyone rightfully assumes that means the main part of
What brings you
Fangorn.
to these lands?
We are still $20 from hitting another Lucha Points giveaway. And of course, this is all going to charity. I do not see a dime of this myself, which is as it should be. As it should be. What's Taters, precious? I'll be glad when they turn carry-alls back on. The ones they turned off. I think I don't know what I'll be streaming next Saturday after UK Moot. We'll have to think about it because, you know, I do kind of want to play other games. I also want to spend some time in DDO working on getting my my main character back up to legendary questing. Oh man, I pulled my hair. Ow. So one of the things that's different between Locho and DDO is the main DDO gameplay loop is something called reincarnation. Okay, Gandalf is in here somewhere. Probably where that beautiful picture... Ah! Okay, that did give me a little startle. I wasn't expecting that particular tree to move. Being that we are in the eaves of Fangorn, you just should expect the trees to move. Dear! Oh dear. Excuse me. So what you do in DDO is once you get to level cap, which currently is 32. TD, you're in my guild in DDO. Or you were anyway. No, I didn't kick anybody out. This is what this is how I kick people out of my guild. My kinship. Online. Bear Doan, you need to play that. Look at all these people who have been in my guild for years. I did kick a few people out, but they had like 4,000 days. Well, yeah, Kevin. Are you on Landy right now? Send me a tell. You're welcome to join Or do you mean in DDO? Because we'll join you there too. Hey! Oh, hey, that's a name. Isn't that? Hey, look at that. Let's add you to the kinship. Yes, invite you! Join the kinship. You can't play music in DDO. That's true. But you can listen to some ballin' kick-ass music in DDO. Alright. Promote you to Kinsman. Let's go find Gandalf. Now, where are we? We are in the wrong spot is where we are. Let's go around here. Let's go around this way. Let's go look at the pretty lighting for no apparent reason. There's just light coming out of the trees. What is this? Terracar Forest? If you know that reference, good on you. Except we are here. How do I know the stone has a glow? Creepy! This is an unusual texture or build of stones. Big Mikey! Well, hell, let's add everybody to the kinship. Alright. Local living. Living. There you go. Join the kinship. Join the kinship! Get you promoted. There you go. Welcome. Welcome indeed. By the way, TD, I saw your photos of your crew riding their red painted skeleton steeds. I still haven't even used my pick 'em out box from the you. We're gonna give you something for free. Oh yeah. Though I am white now. All right, you are Saruman as he should have been. We meet at the turning of the tide. A great storm is coming, but the tide has turned. Roll tide, I guess. All right. We do have a kin house in Belfulus. However, depending on whether I'm okay with or really hate the eventual kinship houses that will be coming with elven premium houses whenever it gets here, I might relocate the kin house to that because my main character is a high elf. And so there's no reason for her to have a Belfulus house. I might actually turn the Belfulus house over to my band. So they have a kin house. Because the band kin leader is human. Even though she's from Rohan, don't tell anybody. Because back in the day, you couldn't have proper red hair unless you were from Rohan. Now, of course, with the revamp to the humans, you can have redheads and it doesn't matter where you're from. It's really cool. Okay, we need to go to... We got to patch Shadowfax in the High Stables in Minas Tirith, so that should be before battle. Yeah, before battle. And so let's go back to the house and go to Minas Tirith. Yeah, that parade of horses did look pretty awesome. You slowly walk it in. That's pretty cool. By the way, you should all watch TD's channel. Let's do a shout out for TD Grell if you would please, Elda, if you're around. And TD is an amazing music maker in the Lotro music community. If you like your music loud, TD's your girl. TD's got you, fam. And generally plays on Sunday nights at the Prance and Pony on Lenderval.
Hello there.
Hello there. Alright. We need to go to before battle. Worst case scenario, I'll just go to before battle. A different way. I'll just go to Midsummer and use the pony there. Next concert will be David Bowie. Hell yeah. including that fetching, those fetching tights.
Gondor needs your aid.
Won't be as long as the show, but you do have the freakies open up? Sweet. Honestly, don't know what I'm doing Sunday night. Because typically Sunday nights is the night that I get the game with my buddy now. So it's like, well... Well, the thing about those tights, Galvis, especially in that one particular gift that has graced my Discord again, is we've seen by watching Robin Hood Men in Tights how tights work. We've seen, if you watch the old Errol Flynn movie, we know how tights work. That shit was deliberate. That was 1000% deliberate. Somebody hitched up them draws to make it a thing. Alright, let's go up to the top.
Gondor needs your aid.
And we are all we are all better for it. And we're about to finish year 9, going on to year 10. So if I remember correctly, I'm not going to look this up on the wiki necessarily, so if I'm wrong, I don't care. If I recall correctly, the event started out with 9 years, like the 9 walkers. But now that I'm thinking about it, I am going to actually look this crap up because I don't want to I don't want to be necessarily wrong, but okay. Okay, so the original scavenger hunt started in 2017. If I recall correctly. Let's see here. So yeah, in 2017, which is the 10th anniversary, the 10th anniversary of Lotro, they did the first 10 years. No, they did 9. It was 9 years. I remember because they added the Bilbo year, and then they added the Gollum year later. And then they added the epilogue. And the epilogue is what was like a little bit of... kind of like that you had this big cupcake full of sugar, and then somebody stuck just a little pinch of something to be like, hello, like stuck a little bit of jalapeno on it. Though why do you stick jalapeno on something that involved sugar? I don't know. I personally don't like jalapeno. The only time I liked jalapeno is when the gargoyles used it as because they didn't know how to curse. And the word they were using was a bad word, so somebody taught them jalapeno as an exclamation. Jalapeno, like, oh my god, or holy shit. Jalapeno. Shadowfax, the most magnificent horse on the planet. Alright, back to the party tree again for year 10. I've been rhyming a lot today. That's been fun. I believe year 10 is Bilbo. It's Bilbo's year. And so, as you can imagine, we're going to Goblin Town a lot. I'm gonna take a moment to finish my soup. Because it's almost stone cold. It's dusk. Are we gonna get another Rohirric sunset before we wander off into the boonies? Man, the soup really actually hit the spot a lot. Because, I mean, I've been snacking all day, but it never really felt like my tummy was like, I'm full now. Because, I mean, it was just an apple and some beef sticks and some french fries earlier.
How can I be of service?
It's not a full meal. That might in itself be a full meal. I don't know. Okay, we are going to the party tree. We are going to the party tree. Oh, the party tree. Oh, the party tree. Okay. Okay, dokie. Let's do another card. Hey, we got the other horseshoe! I forgot that was part of this.